Hey, good morning everybody. Jim Bull coming at you. Proverbs chapter 30. And again, I'm outside here this morning. It's a beautiful day and I wanted to take you to the Willow Valley Chapel. I just want to show you around here. This is just a few miles from my house. I'm in a little gazebo here, but there's a beautiful little pond here with a fountain in the middle. I don't know how much you can see in the background there. My mug's probably in the way. I'll take you out here. We have a covered bridge over here. We're at a pond setting. There's some walking trails here, and this is at the site of Willow Valley Retirement Communities, and there's a small chapel over here in the distance. So I don't know if you can see any of that. Lots of ducks, they get crazy on you, man. But anyhow, there's a nice peaceful setting here. It's a beautiful morning again in late August, so I thought I would come outside for chapter 30 of Proverbs in our Motocross for Christ August Bible Challenge. We're winding down here. We're just about all done. So I don't know if I'm getting a glare, if you guys can see me, if I need to change positions here. Maybe this would work better. Ooh, that seat's kind of soft, but hey, you know, we'll see what's happening here. The sun is in the background. We just had some nice bells ringing at the church there, and they stopped now for me, I guess, but I was hoping to catch them here. But I'm rambling on. I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to go to the New Living Translation, Proverbs chapter 30, the sayings of Agur, son of Jakiah. And my footnotes say they don't really know who this guy was, but he must have held lots of wisdom. I mean, he's included here with King David and King Solomon in writing this wisdom for us, so he must have been a pretty respected dude. And this is, they say the last two chapters are really just a summary of Proverbs, so I'm going to jump into it because this is a long one, and it's a lot of good stuff in here. The sayings of Agur, son of Jakiah, contain this message. I am weary, O God. I am weary and worn out, O God. I am too stupid to be human, and I lack common sense. I have not mastered human wisdom, nor do I know the Holy One. So this guy must have been lost when he started here, and maybe, I don't know if he ever got saved or found, but it says he's weary, he's worn out, too stupid to be human. That's pretty low. Humans aren't the smartest group in the bunch. So anyhow, verse 4 says, who but God goes up to heaven and comes back down? Who holds the wind in his fists? Who wraps up the oceans in his cloak? Who has created the whole wide world? What is his name and his son's name? Tell me if you know. So it sounds like this guy's pleading out to God for help. He says he's wore out. He hasn't mastered human wisdom. Give me the answers. Verse 5 says, every word of God proves true. He is a shield to all who come to him for protection. Do not add to his words, or he may rebuke you and expose you as a liar. This one I like. Verse 7, O God, I beg two favors of you. O God, I beg two favors from you. Let me have them before I die. First, help me never to tell a lie. Second, give me neither poverty nor riches. Give me just enough to satisfy my needs. I remember when I was a young kid, I went to work in my second bike shop, and my boss said, look, I understand we're people. He says, but just two things. He says, don't steal from me and don't lie to me. He says, you'll have a job here forever. And that really took hold, even when I was young and dumb like that. And the second one, just give me enough. You know, I struggle sometimes, man. It's like, oh, I want this, I need that, I need more cash. I need cash now. God's taking care of us through everything. You know, we have what we need. Be satisfied, be happy, be thankful. I'm not telling you not to strive to do your best, but rock on with that. 9 says, for if I grow rich, I may deny you and say, who is Lord? And if I am too poor, I may steal and thus insult God's holy name. Both true. Verse 10 says, never slander a worker to the employer, or the person will curse you and you will pay for it. Some people curse their father and do not thank their mother. They are pure in their own eyes, but they are filthy and unwashed. They look proudly around, casting disdainful glances. This guy, you know, they say he must have been a wise man to be able to get all this stuff here, but I'm not sure if, I mean, actually what he's saying, I'm sure, is wise, wisdom personified, but he starts out acting like he's lost. Verse 12 says, verse 13, I'm going to start back at 12. They are pure in their own eyes, but they are filthy and unwashed. They look proudly around, casting disdainful glances. They have teeth like swords and fangs like knives. They devour the poor from the earth and the needy from among humanity. Talking about people who spread disdain, make up stuff. 15 says, the leech has two suckers that cry out, more, more. There are three things that are never satisfied, no four that never say enough. The grave, the barren womb, the thirsty desert, and the blazing fire. So, this guy's saying, be satisfied with where you're at. God's going to take care of you. He'll give you just enough. And if you aren't in that position, he's comparing you to the grave, being dead, the barren womb, a woman who can bear no children, the thirsty desert and a blazing fire. Don't want to be in any of those places. The eye that mocks a father and despises a mother's instructions will be plucked out by ravens of the valley and eaten by vultures. Sounds like fun. There are three things that amaze me, no four things that I don't understand. How an eagle glides through the sky, how a snake slithers on a rock, how a ship navigates the ocean, and how a man loves a woman. And I'm guessing this guy's saying that if God takes care of all that, why won't he take care of you and I? 20 says, an adulterous woman consumes a man, then wipes her mouth and says, what's wrong with that? They considered having sex in the day, adulterous sex, like eating. They referred to a lot of things like eating. Wipes her mouth after she's done eating. What's wrong with what I just did? There are three things that make the earth tremble. No four it cannot endure. A slave who becomes a king, an overbearing fool who prospers. A bitter woman who finally gets a husband. A servant girl who supplants her mistress. There are four things on earth that are small but unusually wise. Ants. They aren't strong, but they store up food all summer. Hyraxes, Hyraxese, don't have a clue. Can't look it up right at the moment. Maybe someone can help me. They aren't powerful, but they make their homes among the rocks. Locusts, they have no king, but they march in formation. And lizards, they are easy to catch, but they are found even in kings' palaces. There are three things that walk with stately stride, no four that strut about. The lion, king of animals, who won't turn aside for anything. The strutting rooster, the male goat, and a king as he leads his army. If you have been a fool by being proud or plotting evil, cover your mouth in shame. As the beating of cream yields butter and striking the nose causes bleeding, so stirring up anger causes quarrels. That's chapter 3. It finishes up the chapter here. Lots of good stuff there. I blew through there pretty quickly. I'd ask you all to go back and review it. I'm going to throw the verses here into the chapter, into the text in the comment section on Facebook. Verse 33 says, as a beating of cream yields butter and striking the nose causes bleeding, so stirring up anger causes quarrels. Again, this is a summary. We're going to move in tomorrow to the final chapter, chapter 31 of Proverbs. Again, I'm going to share that onto my YouTube channel and ask you guys to all go over there and subscribe and share that around, please. We're going to try and share more wisdoms, teachings, book reviews, dig deeper into the Bible, all that good stuff. I'm growing, hoping you're growing, hoping we can help someone else grow. So we love you guys. Have a great day. I'm going to have to get back in here in the office. I'd love to hang out here all day. We got some walking trails here. I might buzz around a little bit. I'm on that health kick lately. But love y'all. Have a great one. I'll talk to you later.